We're back in time now for our Neblett Beard and Arsenal Legal Difference segment. With me now is attorney Mike Koch to chat about their field trips program. So Mike, good to have you on the phone. Thanks for joining us today.
Well, thank you, Mark. We always appreciate you having us, but thank you.
Yeah, we're going to kind of touch on the field trips program that Neblett Beard and Arsenal does, something you're heavily involved in.
And it is, Mark. It's something that I've done probably for the past 20 years. And what it consists of really is we reach out to our community schools here, really in central Louisiana. Mostly we get the Rapides Parish schools, and everyone's invited from the public, private schools, whoever wants to contact us for us to arrange a field trip for them to the courthouse. We're more than willing to do it.
Yeah, who knows if you'll be able to do it come this fall, but still I'm sure that's an interesting, eye-opening experience for the kids to tour the courthouse and learn how the judicial system operates.
And it really is, and to see these kids participate in, I'm going to kind of explain a little bit what we do. So what we do is the school gets the bus transportation to the school. As soon as they get to the school, we usually just take them on the courthouse tour, and we often take them to the clerk of court, Robin Hooter's office, where they're very gracious in showing them how the clerk of court works. We then take them to the tax assessor's office, where Rick Ducote, explains to the kids our taxes in Rapides Parish, how it works, who's taxed, things of that sort. Then we bring them up to the courtroom, and we have one of our local judges take off their robe and go and talk to the kids, and the kids get to ask, them questions about what it's like to be a judge. What do they do? What are your cases? And they're just fascinated to find out what a judge does, and more importantly, that the judges are human beings. Yeah.
What a great experience for the kids to do this for a day.
It really is. And then we also, I talk to them and I explain to them how the court system works, where everybody sits in the courtroom. The judge sits up here, the jury, explain to them how it works. And then we have occasion to do what's called a mock trial, which is a fake trial. And we assign the kids duties as the lawyers, as the witnesses, and we usually get the best reader who reads the most points, in school or in their classroom to be the judge. And the remaining kids are in the jury box. And we put on a little small trial, and they just have the best time with it, and the kids return a verdict. They go in the back where the real jury goes and deliberates, and they deliberate on the case, and they come back in, and then the judge reads the verdict. So they get a chance to actually see what lawyers do. We explain it to them, and the ages is anywhere from 4th grade to 12th grade. Wow. So that's something we've been doing, and that's something we'd like to continue to do. Obviously, with this COVID-19, schools are not open. They closed early, and once they start opening back, we're welcome to, if they plan on, and that's if the court, allows people to come to the courthouse. If they're not able to do that, I'm more than willing to go to one of the teachers' classrooms for an hour and just talk about the court system, and do the same thing we do, but on a modified scale. Yeah, so you're willing to go to the classroom, talk to the kids about how things operate, huh? Exactly, and that's something I've done before. Been to Alexandria High School several times, talking to their class about the court settings, about courts in general, and there's just so much to discuss, and it's something that I really like doing, Mark. Yeah, and this is, again, I mentioned this earlier, it's just a great learning experience to learn early on how the court system operates in Louisiana. And that's exactly right, because one, it's in their books, so some of them might be too young, they haven't got to that section yet, but eventually they will once they get to the high school. That's something that's going to be taught to them, and it certainly is nice to get a different version, a live version of what happens in the court system. And then at the end of the day, we want, kids not to be scared of the court system, to understand how it works. Or intimidated, right. Right, exactly. And Mike, as for yourself, are you back working in the office, still working at home? I am back working in my office. One of the secretaries is not, is still working from home. We're still seeing, people outside. So we're still really watching this, and we're seeing people with masks. So obviously we're still, doing what the governor tells us to do and doing what we're supposed to be doing. Yeah, all right.
What's the best way for a class or school rather to contact you if they're interested in doing a tour or even having you come to speak to them?
Yeah, the best thing was just to contact Neville Beard and Arsenault and let them know that you're interested in having Mr. Koch come talk to the class or schedule a field trip, and we'd be happy to set them up and help them on that. All
right, Mike, thanks for joining us on the phone this morning. Good to have you.
Thanks again, Mark. Appreciate you.
No problem. Hopefully soon we'll have you in studio.
We're looking forward to that, Mark.
There you go.
Thank
All
you,
right.
man.
All right, we've got more to come, so stay right here.